Christine Brennan said that 5 hours later, a WNBA official called me in my hotel room. The official had been informed by the Connecticut Sun PR staff about my questions to Carrington and Bonner's response. The league official told me that the Sun PR people had told Carrington that she should not have gone to a teammate to confront a credentialed reporter, but rather should have gone to the PR people who could have handled the situation. Then the WNBA official, she says this. She says, I have a simple test about whether questions are appropriate or not. They should not be vulgar, they should not be rude, or they should not be inappropriate. Your questions were not vulgar, rude, or inappropriate. Your questions were fine. Unfortunately, most of our players have zero idea what real media exposure is. They don't know what real coverage is. They have been shielded at college, and then they come to the WNBA not knowing what real questions are. Frankly, our players just don't get it. The official requested that their name not be used due to the sensitive nature of the issue. This part really stood out to me because there is clearly a disconnect between WNBA officials, like higher ups in the WNBA, and the WNBA players. The WNBA official is telling this to Christine Brennan, basically saying, we got your back. Those questions were fine. The players just don't know how to handle the media. And then on the flip side, you have the WNBA PA. They are coming out with a statement that is basically saying, you asked the worst questions. These questions were fueling racism and misogyny and homophobia. Like, you couldn't have asked a worse question. There is clearly a disconnect, and that disconnect is never going to be good within a business. Whichever side you think is right or whichever side you think is wrong, there should not be this much of a disconnect. If WNBA officials feel this way about their players, then they need to do a better job at helping their players to understand this. If they see something that the WNBA PA puts out, the note that they put out that was so condemning of Christine Brennan, they need to be talking to them and be like, hey ladies, this question to me, how we judge questions, it didn't seem vulgar, it didn't seem rude, it didn't seem inappropriate. I feel like, help us understand why you guys are feeling this way. It seems like so many things across the WNBA is like a clapback mentality instead of a solution-based mentality. And I feel like it goes across the board. The WNBA's PA statement, I don't think was a solution-based statement. It was a clapback statement. It was like, we're going to show you. This is how we feel. We need to get this out. We need to get this out quick. Let's put a little attitude in it. This is our clapback at you because we're mad at you. But they didn't think of the solution to the problem that they have with Christine Brennan. And then on the flip side, this WNBA official who was saying this to Christine Brennan, like the mixed messages, no business is going to function properly if that's the way that everything is functioning. Like, you're always going to have this dysfunctional relationship between reporters, the higher ups, and the players.